Sarah had just moved into an old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. The place had charm, stunning woodwork, high ceilings, and a garden that seemed to stretch on forever. But there was something off about it. It felt like the house was watching her. On the first night she heard the softest whisper just at the edge of hearing. She brushed it off as the wind, or perhaps the house settling. But the whispers grew louder each night. They came from the walls, the floors, even the ceilings. She couldn't make out any words, but they were persistent, always just behind her, waiting for her to acknowledge them. Curiosity gnawed at her, and one night she decided to find the source. With a flashlight in hand, she ventured into the basement. The air was damp and thick with the smell of mildew. As she moved deeper into the bowels of the house, she noticed something strange. There were no windows in the basement, but the walls seemed to shimmer with a faint light. Suddenly, the whispers grew into voices, soft at first, then clearer. She froze. The words came in a cold, eerie chorus. "We're waiting for you, Sarah." Her heart hammered in her chest as she turned around, half expecting someone to be standing behind her. But the basement was empty. The walls seemed to pulse with an unnatural rhythm, and then, like a cold wind, the voices faded. Sarah backed toward the stairs, but as her foot hit the first step, something unseen grabbed her ankle. She screamed, but the sound was muffled by the thick, suffocating air of the basement. The walls seemed to close in on her, whispering louder, urging her to stay. She tried to pull free, but it was no use. Something was dragging her deeper into the dark. "Stay with us," the whispers begged. Her flashlight flickered and went out. The next morning the house stood silent, as though nothing had happened. The real estate agent arrived and Sarah was nowhere to be found. They never found her. But if you listen closely, you might hear her voice now, coming from the walls, begging for help or perhaps for company. Hope you enjoyed the story.